Gilas season na ulit, so sisimulan na natin pag-usapan ang Gilas roster na to, my opinions about it. So ngayon, our first video about Gilas, pag-usapan natin si CJ Perez kasi despite the addition of RJ Abarrientos and quite possibly Juan Gomez de Leaño eventually, for some reason, parang gusto ko pang makita ulit si CJ Perez sa Gilas lineup. Para sa mga long-time viewers ng channel, alam nyo naman siguro na for the longest time, very critical ako kay CJ Perez at sa decision making niya. Pero ngayon, especially sa itsura ng Gilas lineup ngayon, medyo gets ko to still have CJ Perez in there. Give him a bigger role. Sa video na to, magbibigay ako ng ilang reasons kung bakit. First of all, gusto ko i-establish na I see CJ Perez having a bigger role if Gilas starts to move on or move away from Chris Newsome. Kasi si CJ, he's more athletic, he's younger, and yes, Chris Newsome is a better defender and mas may size, can switch sa wing or even as a guard. Pero I think CJ Perez adds that extra dimension kasi in terms of energy, in terms of eagerness and shot creation na I don't think in 2026 Chris Newsome still have. No disrespect to Chris Newsome, pero I think medyo may overlap kasi sa skills nila ni CJ Perez and medyo similar sila as a player. Parang I'd rather choose between the two and add Juan Gomez de Leaño to the roster or add another bigger wing sa roster instead. So para sa tatlong reason, pinakauna kasi finally I think CJ Perez has finally learned. Natuto na siya paano mag-settle. Ironic kasi madalas may negative connotation yung word sa basketball na mag-settle or nag-settle. Pero sa case kasi ni CJ, weak spot sa laro niya for the longest time. Yung tendency niya na mag-head down and dumrive dire-diretso nang walang pakundangan sa situation, leading to out of control layups or turnovers. Pero lately kasi, especially sa nakaraang playoffs ng San Miguel, I've noticed na he slowed this game down a little bit. Parang he's taking more step backs. Mas marami na siyang mga plays kung saan he probes. Nagpa-probe siya, he takes his time, slower in terms of execution, pero mas nabibigyang highlight kasi yung skill ni CJ Perez as a playmaker and as a shot creator. Tignan natin sa clips ito from his past Gilas outings, yung sinasabi natin na medyo out of control and head down drives. Dito, kakagaling lang sa shoot ng Guam, Gilas pushed the ball, forward pass to CJ with 20 seconds remaining sa shot clock, pero CJ dumrive papunta sa defender and yun yung mga out of control drives si CJ na kumbaga walang ibang outcome to kundi the drive siya sa basket and walang idea to look for an open guy, distort the defense, look for an extra pass or an open teammate. Kumbaga ito yung as far as I've noticed so far medyo nababawasan na sa laro ni CJ Perez. And again dito medyo settled na sa half court, there's going to be an empty side na reject ni CJ Perez yung paparating na QMB screen para dumrive ulit kay number 5 na big man na help side defender and again, force the CJ miss. And again, walang ibang option dito eh. Kapag dumrive ng ganito si CJ, walang ibang option kundi to shoot. So kumbaga, hindi niya nilalagay yung sarili niya sa situation or sa best of situations to make a play instead of, the ideal or rather, kumbaga, pinakaunang thought niya kasi to shoot. Pero ideally, dapat meron pang ibang options. Pero kasi kapag ganito, he puts himself in a situation na wala siyang ibang option kundi tumira. Kaya napapwersa siya na tumira. So kumbaga, very talented scorer si CJ Perez. Pero oftentimes, kasi before, again, keyword before, hindi naha-highlight or hindi siya nalalagay sa situation. Hindi niya nalalagay sarili niya sa situation kung saan mag-e-exceed or mag-e-excel siya as a shot creator kasi he puts his head down, drives into the void, and wala siyang ibang option kundi to shoot a bad shot. Pero, malaking pero, again, ito clips to from his Gilas stint. May times kung saan when CJ Perez settles for a shot, medyo nagsoslow down siya as a player. He takes, he settles for a 3 like that. Kaya niya yan kasi scorer talaga si CJ eh. I think merong miscommunication inside of CJ Perez na parang sa tingin niya, elite slasher siya, which is true, instead of a very talented scorer na shot creator, left to right, step back, three-pointer, mid-ranges, crossover, etc. I think he sees himself or I think he used to see himself more of a slasher. Pero ngayon siguro dahil nagkakaedad na rin si CJ, nagmamature na, mas nagsasettle na siya into three-pointers, into pull-ups. Na I think yun naman talaga yung laro ni CJ. Mas fit siya sa ganong klaseng player. Kasi dito again, di ba? Jericho Cruz, teammate niya, went under the screen, nagsettle si CJ for a 3, pasok. Shooter naman kasi si CJ, 'di ba? Shot creator naman kasi siya dito half court. CJ, 'di ba? Naka-zone yung Guam dito, he drives, attacks the gap. Again, hindi siya head down drive kasi nanggaling siya sa situation kung saan na-distort na yung defense. Okay, and even if, aggressive drive siya, meron siyang extra pass kay AJ Edu kasi hindi siya sobrang bilis dumrive. He kind of, took his time relatively para if ever na meron siyang drop pass kay AJ Edu, meron. So ito naman from his recent playoff stint with San Miguel. So i-share ko na rin yung number 2 na kailangan kasi ng Gilas ng change of energy type of guy off the bench or even sa starter. Kasi itong Gilas team ito, they're execution reliant. Kumbaga naka-rely lagi yung success nila on how well they execute na minsan parang nagiging flat sila as a team and parang walang energy. They just execute for the sake of it. So kumbaga si CJ Perez kasi he adds another dimension and energy. Kumbaga siya yung pan-change ng pace. Kumbaga sa Hinebra, sorry na na-mention ko, pero lately, 'di ba, si Tim Cone, parang in love siya sa idea of Jason David off the bench. So kumbaga ang naisip ko bigla, si CJ Perez 10 times, 10 times ng Jason David eh. Kumbaga siya yung Jason David ng Gilas na instant energy. And, instead of a Calvin Oftana, maybe, na consistent na hindi makashoot kapag nakagilas jersey na or may patch ng final sa jersey, diba, afford ng Gilas na mag-play a little bit smaller, mag-small ball ng onte, and play CJ Perez instead at the 2. Statistically speaking, hindi nag-a-agree yung stats sa atin. Kasi 28.6 true percent shooting lang si CJ Perez. Pero itong video naman na to, ang basehan natin, vibes and energy. And yun yung mahalaga. And si CJ, again, medyo natuto na siya mag-settle into shots. Dito, hindi siya nagmadali. 'Di ba? Binasa niya yung defense. Okay? Naipit sa screen si Scottie. Nakadrop dito si Troy Rosario. So, anong ginawa ni CJ? Hindi niya na pinwersa na i-drive kasi may Stephen Holt din sa nail eh. Diba? May Troy sa drop, may Holt sa nail, may Scottie na nakabuntot. Anong ginawa ni CJ? Nag-settle siya for the 3. And again, yung word na settle, hindi ko siya minimin as hindi maganda. Sa kaso ni CJ Perez, yun nga yung ideal na mag-settle siya sa mga ganitong klaseng tira kasi capable siya. Scorer siya eh. Dito again, nag-went over the screen si Scottie, nakadrop dito si Troy Rosario na medyo iniipit niya para makabalik si Mo Tautua. I mean, pagka-roll ni Mo Tautua, makabalik siya kay Tautua and Scottie recovers to CJ. So, anong ginawa ni CJ? Instead of attacking Troy Rosario head-on, nag-probe siya, in-snake niya yung pick and roll. Diba? Picks his spot, pull up. Madali lang. Hindi naman kailangan lagi na athletic. 'Di ba? Hindi naman kailangan lagi na sinasagasahan yung defender and gagamitan niya ng bale, layup. Kasi very talented si CJ Perez sa scorer. I'd argue he's somewhat of a 3-level scorer kung gusto niya. Hindi lang niya nalalagay yung sarili niya sa situation kung saan kaya niyang mag-succeed as, a 3-level scorer. And ayun, my final point is that CJ Perez is athletically compatible with international standards. And again, dito, papakita muna ako ng play. Again, nagsettle siya, pinrobe niya yung screen, binali niya. Pero again, hindi siya yung bali na wala sa control. Nasa control siya dito kasi nag-over si Jason David. So, pinrobe ni CJ. Nakita niya na nag-commit ng onti si Torres. So, again, instead of attacking Torres, inatake niya from side to side. And ayun, athletically compatible kasi CJ sa international standards. If ever, diba, gusto na lang gamitin si CJ as the point guard, pwede naman. If ever as the 2, yes, medyo maliit yung 6'2", pero still, in terms of his, gaano siyang kabilis, gaano siyang kalikse, gaano siyang ka-athletic sa loob ng court. Yes, magbibigay ka ng a few inches. Maybe, ideally, you want your shooting guard to be 6'5" or 4. Maybe 6'3", pushing it, diba? Pero CJ at 6'2", na athletic and malikse, I think kaya naman. As long as, di ba, yung shot creation niya andun. So, ayun. Sa video na to, in-explore lang talaga natin yung idea of CJ Perez having a bigger role sa Gilas Pilipinas. And I think, hindi naman to lost cause. Personally, I'm up to something here. Kasi, if consistently CJ Perez starts to become a more calm, a more mellow type of player na nagsasettle siya sa yung mga usual pull-ups and step-backs na ginagawa niya or ginawa niya nung huling playoff stint niya with San Miguel, I think CJ Perez might really, take a bigger role sa Gilas team na to moving forward.